Welcome back to the Screensavers. I'm Steve Wozniak. Now it's time for a few Wozniak tips.
This is so cool. Wozniak.
Okay, I get to come up with these myself and decide what to show off. And these, I went for some little things that not everybody knows. The first one is a digital zoom that is part of Apple's new operating system called Jaguar or System 10, 10.2. And this is digital zoom. You hold down the two modifier keys, Command and Option, the two modifier keys right next to the space bar, and hit asterisk to turn the mode on. Then you can hit Command, Option, and plus to zoom any screen in or out. So this, if you're in a program that doesn't have its own zoom, you can still zoom open the windows.
That's pretty cool. Now, it zooms the entire desktop, not a particular window, correct?
That's right. But if your eyes are getting weak at night, or if you get some email with some tiny, tiny font.
Or you've been drinking again. Steve Wozniak.
Well, you take a photograph with your digital photo of a serial number, and you just blow it up on your screen so you can read it.
Gotcha. All right, that's pretty cool. Digital zoom. What do you have
Digital zoom.
it?
Well, another one is the original Apple menu was not as full and enriching as what we were used to with Mac OS 9, but there's a little shareware program for $7 called Fruit Menu, and Fruit Menu lets you add things to your Apple menu, to your contextual menus that are like the right-click menus. And let you put items you want, including folders and stuff like that, in your Apple menu. And they're all hierarchical, as shown here. And even the system preferences, which is, I don't know why we changed the name of control panels to system preferences. The one thing that the world was unified on was the word control panels. Apple had it and Microsoft had it. And
you guys
now we had to have our own.
Something.
Had to be different. So now you've got that hierarchical, which you don't have before, and it's something we were used to in Mac OS 9.
So why did they change that, you think? And why didn't they include all the functionality of Fruit Menu into OS 10?
Sometimes smart people have to show they're smart by coming up with a little different word for things, whether it's more accurate or less accurate. The next thing I'm going to show you is, okay, everybody talks about how can you have an animated desktop, and I remember back in my classes we would have a DVD playing on the computer and say, how can you make it your desktop? All you do is, if you clip the picture out, you got this weird, ugly green, sick border. So if you made that your desktop, it turned out you would see the DVD playing underneath everything. Well, what I got now is a piece of freeware called Desktop Effects, and the URL should be on the screen. And Desktop Effects turns your screensaver into your desktop pattern. Should see it here in a second. Don't know if we have the audio.
You got the fish.
Yeah. So now
that's the screensaver that would typically come up when you leave your computer for a while, but now it's while you're working. It's just sort of running in the background.
Sure. Takes a little of your power away.
Yeah, that's an interesting issue. Does it sap a lot of your system resources to the point where you can't get work done, or does it usually not be an issue?
Not noticeable in normal things that you would do. Another little screensaver type effect that I just like around the holiday seasons, doesn't bother me as much as the jangling bells and everything
and the
else.
Lights that go around. Yeah, that's a little too much. Megan's into all that gaudy stuff.
Yeah, so this one is called Snow, and it just, I can tolerate this one for a few minutes.
Yeah, I'm getting a kick out of that. I like that. And, they're all different, right? All the snowflakes are different. We got one more, the QuickTime slideshow.
The QuickTime slideshow. Okay. I took a few pictures around today with my digital camera.
Look at that camera. That thing is so cool.
Yeah, I love this camera because it's so easy. And plug it into the computer. And good computers, let me attach it. It's attached with a USB cable. And so good computer programs, it turns out that your operating system isn't the big thing that makes computers easy anymore. Operating systems are all kind of nasty and messy, but the applications, and Apple has these great iApplications, iPhoto for photographs, iMusic for your MP3s, iMovie for make your video edits, and iDVD to burn DVDs. So this program is smart enough to automatically detect a camera, or if I'd slid the camera card in, it would have detected the media. Load the program. It's coming in.
Automatically detecting it. You didn't do anything. You just put that camera in that cradle.
I could have sped this up by having it pre-launched.
So far, my mom could do this.
Sure.
That's saying something.
Now, okay, and I've got my camera in place. I'm going to click the import button in the lower right corner.
Okay, so it's seeing all the stuff that's on the camera. Now we're bringing it into the computer.
Yeah, and the only choice I have is to keep the originals or delete them. And I'll keep them on my camera as well as importing them here.
And there they come.
Here they come.
Got 11 photos remaining, getting sucked up that USB cable. And now you can make a slideshow with this, right?
Yeah. Now, when you're all done, maybe we don't have time to show it, but there's one menu item. You say export, and you can export it as either a web page or a slideshow with music.
Which
looks
is
like we'll have time. We're just about in.
Correct?
2 pictures left to go.
Hurry, hurry.
Okay, hurry. Okay, now the pictures are in. I'm going to select the new album that came in. All the pictures are selected. I could rename them if I want to. File, export. And the export options are to export them as files or as web pages or as a QuickTime movie. I'll export them as a QuickTime movie. It has some standard audio from Apple that's really nice, just the built-in default stuff. You can always get fancy and put on your own. I'll call it slides.
And now it's
and it exports very quickly. That's with the music along with it into a QuickTime file. To get to the QuickTime file, use the Apple's Go menu to my home. And in my home, there's a folder called Movies. This is just all the way it's set up. And I can play that slideshow movie.
Steve Wozniak's slideshow. You're not going to see this anywhere else, ladies and gentlemen.
And in one more step, I could put it on a DVD.
Hey,
with a DVD computer. Hey, that's an actress friend.
And that's David Prager. Man, that's a bad picture. That's Sarah Lane. And here again, Sarah Lane, one of our senior segment producers. She does such a great job. That's our intern. Look at him, very sporting. Morgan! Morgan, what a beautiful smile. And Chris Brillo, how do we delete stuff? And Rob, our floor director today. And there's Confucius. There you have it. Steve Wozniak's Mac tips. And we've got tips. We've got all these Mac tips over at thescreensavers.com. Thank you very much.